Previously on Eve of Ruin, the party narrowly defeated the spider dragon, reclaimed a fragment of the Rod of Seven Parts, and then got the hell out of there and teleported back to Neverwinter, where they are currently waiting on word back of a potential way to Silvery Moon. I believe that's where we'll pick it up. And I think most of you were just going to your houses, and Gertrude was going to be staying with the only one that can understand her.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And Vint has both the goblin and the Cyclops.
And Meave.
Yep.
Who
And
doesn't
Meave.
Meave for some reason doesn't want to go to the catacombs under the houses that he owns. He wants to be the noise machine.
There's a lot of things to do in my house, so I'll put them to work.
Yeah, Bucky very enthusiastically doing whatever the Booyog man says. But Gertrude, 1,000-yard stare the entire time.
As you would. A very strange place. Some very strange folk.
Don't make how those labels cover the actual map.
I'll go and visit. Before turning in for the night, I'm going to visit the patch of mushrooms to check on them, see how they're doing.
Okay. Yeah, you head back. I think it was over here.
Yeah.
They're growing pretty good. They've spread a bit. You see where one's been kicked off its stem at some point though.
I'll go. What time of day is it?
Early evening.
Early evening. All right, the market might still be. I'm just gonna go get some meat from the market real quick, and then mush it up and spread it over the mushrooms.
Okay, yeah. I'll say because they're kind of spread out. You get 5 silver worth of meat. You go back there. You get a few strange looks as you're spreading it out across the stuff.
A mushroom.
And no one looks like they want to stop you.
Mushrooms. What's wrong with that?
No one says anything to you or anything.
No one says anything to 8-foot-tall mushroom feeding mushrooms.
Yeah, they actually look at you strangely and then start walking faster.
Keiko, did you have a chest of preserving?
No.
I went to get one. All the dragon meat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Try it.
I'd probably go and pick up one of or I don't think I have one of those. I know Morgan has one. I always get confused about what Friedrich has. Let me check.
Yeah, I'll sing to the mushrooms for a bit. Tell them about my adventures so far, and then go back to Vent's place.
Yeah,
okay.
How much would it be if I wanted to go buy a chest of preserving?
200 gold.
200? Alright, yeah, I'll do that. Does Meave has a bag of holding, right?
Meave does.
Alright, so
It's
after
actually
Friedrich...
a handy haversack.
Oh. Do any of us have a bag of holding? Oh, no, I have a bag of holding. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I think at least 3 of us have it. Aside from the handy
The
haversack.
haversack works like a bag of holding, so. Except it doesn't take an action to pull things out.
True that.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
get the chest and I'll put the spider stuff in there, spider dragon stuff.
Okay. And who has the bag of holding that belongs to the amethyst knife?
That one I believe
that's-
is Vint.
Yeah, Vint
Yeah,
has
Vint
that.
has that.
Very good. Um.
Oh, it requires you to use an action. I thought it didn't. What the fuck?
I said that it doesn't because that's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
But let me see how they changed it in 24. Let me see if it makes more sense. It's your bonus. You can use an action or bonus action on the haversack instead of it having to be your action.
That seems a bit more fair.
Let's see here. Then you start getting your house squared away. And begin work on finishing some of the orders that were left here when you were taken away from here.
Mhm.
A little while later, Meave returns to your house, and probably like 30 minutes after sunset, there'd be a knock on your door.
How do people already know that we came back? I'll go and answer the door.
Okay. You open the door, and there is a very young human man standing there with a sealed roll of parchment in his hand.
Oh,
I'm looking for Meave?
Dun 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 dun. From like
Oh
the
my
back
God.
corner of the
rushes by,
house. An
lumbering.
8-foot tall mushroom rapidly approaches this poor halfling's location.
Just get slammed against the wall.
That's a wisdom save.
What would my passive intimidation be? My passive
It doesn't matter. He rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
He's fine.
Halflings are brave.
Doing some shit.
I said human,
Oh, human? Okay.
but it's like a 15 or 16-year-old. Are you Meave?
And I am. Yep. You have something for me?
Nick, did your voice just change?
No.
He got that excited.
Just a bit. Just a little excited.
Are you
This
getting,
is my real voice.
This is my real
re-
voice.
getting reverse? It's fucking aging. You just got fucking higher for a second.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to sign for this. And I'll hold out a piece of parchment and a quill.
All right.
Does Meave know how to sign his name?
How I signed the letter to Lady Silverhand is like I just drew a picture of myself. So I do that. A little crude drawing of myself. With a Meave with MEEV underneath.
Okay.
Crudely.
All right, and they'll hand it over to you. Um,
No one's forging this signature.
so you would have a roll of parchment with we'll say a blue seal on it that looks like a crescent moon, and then that same moon reflected on the bottom.
Does this mean anything to you, Hatman?
Does it?
You're pretty observant, aren't you?
Observant.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you'd recognize this as from the city of Waterdeep. It was on a lot of like flags and like the badges the guards wore.
All right. It seems to be a missive from Waterdeep.
I quickly unroll it, pop off the seal, and stretch it open.
Okay.
It might have been slightly torn, but not badly enough to where you can't read it.
I should probably know this, but Meave can read
Neve
common,
can
yeah?
read, yes.
Okay. I had to be sure because
Neve can read common and Sylvan, and write in common
Okay.
and Sylvan.
Okay. You would see from the desk of Open Lord Lady Laryl Silverhand. And it would be written in cursive, so I'm gonna say Meave takes a minute to read it.
Neve would struggle with cursive.
While I feel very sorry for you and your circle, unfortunately, that spelljammer and those who were on it disappeared a number of years ago.
No.
It is as of yet unknown where they are.
Fuck, the uniques are fucking dead, guys.
There has been there has been some spelljammer traffic returning the last couple of years. Primarily along the near the Yartar River and in the Sword Mountain. Though attempts to get to them have not been well received.
I don't know what that means. And what's a Yartar and Sword Mountain? Oh. Well, that's not
Oh no, Yartar's the town. The Desserin. Sorry. The Desserin River
Okay. Along that river.
and the Sword Mountains.
Sword Mountain. Oh, Sword Mountain's not far.
Here. Um Yeah, I'd say that's all it would say.
Well, unfortunate that Lady Silverhands can't help. But it did get tip that there's some spelljammers out near Sword Mountains and along a Denim River.
Hmm. Is the guy still there? He's listening.
Yeah, he'd be there like in case there's another letter that's being sent in response or anything.
I mean, I'd have to write one. And it probably took me a little bit to write the one for do you deliver letters to Shadowdale?
I don't, but I know people who do. It'll take a while to get there.
All right, I need to send an update to my circle. I'll write a letter for my circle, giving them an update on what I've learned about spelljammers and potentially a way we can get a replacement helm, and that there's been some sightings of spelljammers at Sword Mountains and the Denim River near. Would Vent know that the Denim River is like near Waterdeep or passes Waterdeep?
Yeah, that would like that's in the area y'all spent the most time. Well, not me, but the
No,
rest of
very
you.
much not me.
But like the Sword Mountains, yeah, you had to go past the Sword Mountains to get when you went down to Waterdeep, and you would know that the Desserin River is the main river near Waterdeep. It's not like right in the city, but it's right outside of it by a few miles.
Yeah, I'd say it's the river that goes past the Deepwater City, and Sword Mountain's also near Deepwater City. And have them send that to I don't know, I'd give them the address to my circle. Whatever that would be.
Yeah,
Has you done this before, me?
I've sent a letter before.
2 miles northeast of Shadowdale. Look for the large oak tree.
Not the first one you see, though. It's the second one.
Yeah, not the one you think is a large one, but the one that's actually a large one. You'll know it when you see it.
If the trees start talking to you, you've gone too far.
Yeah, and if the dryads start coming out of, or the nymphs start coming out of the trees, you've also gone too far.
And if you're
I would
attacked
say
by a drow, God help you.
If you're attacked by the Mage of Shadowdale, God's help you. I'd say it would cost you probably. I mean that's a long ways. I'd say you probably have to pay like 5 gold if you want it there quick.
I'll just give this fucker a platinum.
I also test. Do you include any money for your circle?
Oh,
As you did last time.
I did, yes. Included in the the platinum is for the, I guess the tip for this guy and paying for the shipment, and I will send. Oh, I gotta. Well, no, it's saving for my circle, so it wouldn't be just me holding on to the money. So yeah, I'll send Ooh, this is a lot of money. Yeah, I'll send 1,600 gold pieces.
I will just remind you that you are saving up for a helm as well.
Well, no, it's the like I'm saving the circle is saving up the money.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
I'm
I see.
just getting it started with
Gotcha.
1,600.
Okay.
I have 77 gold left.
I need to keep some on me because the softies like to use it for things.
The look on this kid's face when you hand him a 22, I think, pound sack of coin to deliver with the money or with the message. He looks scared for his life. But he immediately sets out.
Say hi to my sovereign.
I'm not gonna be the one going all the way to the Dale Lands, but I'll pass that message along.
Close the door.
Yeah, Meave steps back. That you're allowed to breathe again. You've been being held up against the wall.
Actually, I will step out and watch the kid walk away down the street and then out of sight and then go back in.
Oh, he is speed walking.
Yeah, I'm just waving as he goes away.
Well, shit.
I'll say that you definitely saw Meave just hand over a shit ton of money to a 16-year-old kid and send him on his way.
You know me, you are very trusting.
What's wrong
Did
with
anybody
that?
ever say that to you? I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. It was merely pointing a fact.
Oh, thank you.
You know, there might be something wrong with it. I'll leave you to think with it, though.
What could be wrong with being trusting?
And I'll go back to work.
Meave will just start pacing in a secluded area of his house so he doesn't bother him, but will be contemplating the effects of potentially being too trusting and unsure.
Meave loves a good puzzle. He's not good at them, but boy does he love trying to figure it out.
Need more money. Running out.
Shame you didn't ask me for some before they sent it off.
No, I don't need your money, Meave. Your circle needs it more.
All right. Is there anything else that people would be doing over the next couple days while you wait for word from the Lord Protector's contact?
Not sure.
Figuring out how the hell she's gonna sleep, but beyond that, no. She's also working on some stuff with Toto.
Okay.
Probably be like, I don't know, studying creatures and like just doing a lot of like meditating and stuff.
Okay. Would you be studying anything in particular?
We still don't have an idea of like where we're going for our next location, right?
You've concentrated on the fragment before, and you know
Right.
it was out. Not up, but out.
It ain't in
Um,
this reality, boy.
Yeah, I guess he
Could
would
be-
like.
Anywhere unless you have a way of looking into things.
I try to just, I guess, learn a little bit more about like general knowledge, since it would be not enough time probably to learn too much specific knowledge of, I guess, some other planes.
You might want to go to the House of Big Brain for that.
Well,
Yeah,
there's the House of Big Brain, but there's also
Oh, the planar scholar.
the House of Small Brain.
well, no, with the 4 people you rescued, from the cultists. Let me
I know other
let me
names.
find it.
I'm a genius.
There was one who specialized. Actually, there was 2 who specialized in the outer plane.
The one that is specialized on the outer planes was Sarcel Malignosh, a
Yes.
human outer planes sorcerer.
Yes, they were going through the outer planes.
And
You also know
there
that.
were also Eldon Keyword, the outer planes scholar.
Yep, correct. And then, no, I'd say that Friedrich realistically wouldn't have too much concept of deities and them being related to the outer planes. Because the third of the 4 was a scholar of deities. But you're from a place that doesn't really apply to too much. I mean, you know what a deity is, but I don't think you have the full concept of them having actual realms in the outer planes.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's Sarciel and Umberto. Umberto?
Yeah,
Eldon.
That is the final guy, the deity historian.
Yeah,
Sarciel
Eldon and
Eldon.
Sarciel
Yes.
are the ones that you know did the outer planes. If you wanted, you would also know. If you've been here a while, people talk about the inner planes, and apparently you've been to a different material plane when you were pulled through the stairs.
Okay.
So if you want to look for stuff that isn't the outer planes, the House of Knowledge is probably your best bet.
But we feel like we feel like the outer planes would probably be the case with feeling out instead of. Yeah, I guess I'll go
Make
learn
me
about
an
the.
Arcana check.
Oh boy, I'm famously good at those.
You can, if you're talking this through with like Event or someone, they can make
Yeah.
an Arcana check.
Neve is not helping with this.
Actually, hold on. No, I have a 4
I can give a hand
modifier
if you
to
need to.
this. Yeah, he'll just like try to talk it out with them, I guess. But I can make the roll. I got a +4. Let's see.
Okay. Well, if you're talking out with them, make it an advantage. So just roll a second one.
That's
15.
good. That's great. Glad I had the
So,
advantage.
while it is called like the inner and the outer planes, in the current way that people talk about the planes, the inner planes are still outside of the material, and then the outer planes are outside of the inner planes. So
Okay.
out could be either. I mean, it could be either or it could be none. You know, there's you have the good feeling that it's probably not the Shadowfell, which you are familiar with,
Okay.
because that you don't think that would be the same feeling about.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The 15. I mean, you've probably also heard of like you would know of. There's the Feywild, which is the opposite of what you're used to. It is to the material plane what the material plane is to what you are from. And then the astral and the ethereal, they might be out. You don't know how you would feel about those from this rod.
Okay.
I mean, it's a weird feeling, the feeling of out. It's hard to really put into words what you would think it means concretely.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I feel like it'd be like being pulled in every direction simultaneously. Is the best understanding we could get, since we can't comprehend the fourth dimension.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what you'd be feeling is that singular fourth dimensional pull, but we can't perceive that. Well, we can't comprehend that. So the best way we can describe it is you're feeling everything simultaneously.
Well, because of parallel, the different crystal spheres, it might be a fifth dimensional thing. In all, I don't really know how that would work. You gotta do 5D chess with multiversal time travel.
Well, if it was a different crystal sphere,
But on the material plane of that crystal sphere,
it would just be a pulling in the direction to the portal to the phlogiston, right?
The phlogiston's all around you, but then it's a direction in the phlogiston. Yeah, that. I feel like because you have to go through the phlogiston, it would also be an outward feeling. If it was a different planet in realm space, it would be a direction. If you had to go to a different crystal sphere, it would probably also be out. In would be like the Shadowfell or the Feywild, or maybe the Border Ethereal.
Oh. I'm becoming confusion. I guess maybe I'll go talk to Umbert guy and see what he makes of it.
Eldon. Umberto's the deity man.
Oh, Eldon then,
does he have a
sorry.
ring?
No, he lost it to the cult.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
There's another campaign coming where you have to get it back. You have to do a lot of rolling in that campaign.
All right, need
All
to
right,
pump up our con for that, so we have the stamina for it.
All right, let's put down Eldon. Yeah. So I'd say you probably wait till the next day, because it's fairly late by the time you do your market shopping and everything that first day. You head off and find Eldon. And he would be, I think he works at the Big Brain.
To the
But yeah,
the big brain I go then.
in the House of Knowledge. He would see you walk in. Hello. Thank you again for everything you and your friends did.
Of course, it is not a problem. You know, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. But actually, I came to ask you something. So, how do I put this? I have been doing some of the magical things, yeah, and I'm not particularly good with those. And there is this sense that I have been getting from my, let's call them rituals, that I must go to a location, but the location does not feel in a specific direction. It feels, instead of, north, south, east, or west, it is like out. Do you know of a way that I could try to ascertain where that is? I know that there are many other planes and spheres, whatever they are called. Again, not on the high spectrum of knowledge for this, but any help would be appreciated.
So it's definitely more of a out than like an up, per se, that you're feeling.
That's what you said, right? Yeah, it's an out, not
Yeah.
an up.
Yep.
Yeah, it is out.
Right. I'm divining where that is. Might I ask what kind of rituals you are partaking in? It might help narrow it down.
It's not exactly an in-depth ritual, sort of per se. I'm not like doing the circles and the chanting. I am just kind of focusing on an object, and it is trying to bring me to a location. I'm gonna be vague here so that other people don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, could be quite a number of places. I don't suppose you have the item on you.
Not currently. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't know of a way for it to work just from you remembering the pull. I could attempt to focus on the item if you wish, and if you bring it back, and perhaps I might be able to glean more of where it is pulling you, to what other plane, being more in tune with them, but
If that is
Barring
the
a-
case... Oh, sorry.
barring a rather expensive, both in the terms of materials and magic, construction, I don't know of a way to help you.
Okay.
Sorry,
if
without me using it.
If that is the case, would you be able to meet me at my place of residence and conduct your ability there?
I can, yes. Would have to be after I get done here. I'm here for another 3 hours or so.
If it is not too much trouble, I would greatly appreciate it, as the nature of the item is, I am afraid that... No, he wouldn't say that. It must be kept to a minimum, if you understand. You'd say knowledge, not nature. There we go.
Okay. Very well. Yes, I'll come by just as quickly as I'm able.
All right, very well. You know where I live, I can give you the address.
Yeah, y'all went to his house. He hasn't been to yours. So yeah, yes, then we'll say that you give him the address because I don't know
Yeah.
the street names of Neverwinter.
I'll just
Yes.
grab a piece of loose parchment and like an inkwell and quill and just write down the address and hand it to him.
Very good. Nope, even the good map doesn't have street names for Neverwinter. Just Waterdeep and Baldur's, as far as I can see. All right. Well, I'll see you. See you then. Sorry I couldn't be more help immediately.
No, it is completely fine. I understand that you have your own duties, and I am making a difficult request.
Not at all. Not at all. I owe you after getting me out of the ritual and the Shadowfell.
Anytime.
All right.
Yes, I guess I'll just head back to my house for the time being.
Okay.
You might spot Meave chasing a butterfly on your way home.
I mean, yeah, with your passive, you definitely spot me chasing a butterfly on your way home.
He just like shakes his head and no, it wouldn't be disappointment. He just like kind of stops and I guess like observes him for a few moments and shakes his head in disappointment, but inside he thinks, if only I had retained some of that child whimsy.
I'll just wait. In 6 months, I'll be a brooding teenager.
Yeah, the worst.
Well, actually, no, it'd be preteen then teenager.
Sure. With that passive, you also just see Gertrude 1,000 yards staring out the window of Vint's house.
Poor Gertrude.
I
And
keep
bring
her
her some
company, but
biscuit.
I can't speak giant.
I'll bring her some biscuits and tea every once in a while.
Do you make like a
Uh,
super batch?
No, I have to buy them, unfortunately.
I'd say when you bring the second batch, like that night or later in the day, you would notice it went untouched the first time.
Is it because she's feeling homesick or just in shock? I can't speak
Make
giant.
an insight check.
Okay. Oof, Lord help. Of course.
Out of character, I'm guessing she's just worried for her
Yeah.
people.
12. Not bad. It seems like more than just being in a strange place. It seems like probably it doesn't seem like just being in a strange place, and also you feel like it's not just what she had told y'all before.
She'll sit with her for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because I know for a fact I can't understand anything you say, but I'm sure you're at least somewhat aware of what I'm saying. I can't promise that it'll be okay. but I can say that there is a way out. There always will be. And right up until your dying day, you'll always be able to get back up. It's gonna hurt like a bitch, but you can do it.
Spider-Man always gets back up.
The whole time you're having this touching moment, you just hear Fit ordering Bucky to run different papers around in the next room over. Apparently, Bucky does not grab the right papers most of the time.
Goblin really likes Vint.
You'll learn eventually.
He gets it right eventually, yeah. It's on the third try. Yeah, she'd look at you like she knows you're saying something comforting, but has no idea what you're saying.
Fair. She'll hold out the one of the biscuits.
She'll take it. Take a small bite.
Then and break off a piece for herself.
About that time, Meave comes running past the window.
Uh-oh.
The butterfly staying away from him.
You're seeing that Aiden looks a little bit sad. Maybe a little bit more than a little bit. And she'll get up and, well, I should get back to my work. We'll see what we can do about getting you home. And she'll go.
Okay. Friedrich, would you let the others know that you're bringing someone to look at the fragment?
Kinko, that's you.
Sorry, what's up?
Would you let the others know that you're bringing someone to your house to look at the fragment?
Oh,
Or...
yeah. Of course. Yeah, I'm not going to keep that a secret.
Okay.
Well, wait, I could so that I could get more secrets. No.
That's, I guess it depends on what happens with it. Whether that counts or not.
But no, I will tell the companions.
If you didn't tell anyone and he, made off with the rod fragment or something, then it might count.
Yeah, then there would be a big problem.
Alright. So would anyone else want to be there when Eldon, does whatever he's doing to the rod?
Meave will be there, but not paying attention.
Can I
As
see
he
the
does.
while I'm
Are you
there?
Well,
My
Meave will be
house is
paying
not
attention.
exactly set up for you to do your work.
Meave will be paying attention, but then lose interest and stop paying attention.
I'll have Bucky just arch down so I can ride on his back.
What?
Yeah, I mean, he's using his back as the table. He's not riding on his
Yeah.
back, but he's...
God, the
Yeah,
level of
he's
abuse.
For booyah.
I'm joking.
I mean, if
When
he's
you-
okay with it.
I was gonna
When
say, and just be like,
That's
I
you,
have
he's
some
into that shit.
multiple concerns.
I mean, does anything say that a spell scroll has to be on parchment?
It's on Bucky's back!
I mean,
Wait, would
as
that
long
mean
as
it
it
dissolves when
satisfies
you-
the money value, I guess.
No,
it
that's how Bucky levels up. all the spells are written all over him.
Yeah, enough of the
mean, it's just
magical
an-
ink seeps into him that he learns to cast spells.
It's
Gonna
just a tattoo of
describe
spell
Bucky.
storage, right? It's a henna tattoo of spell storage.
I'm
That's
gonna
great.
describe Bucky. He's gonna be a magical goblin.
Bucky. Wait, would that mean that Bucky technically classifies as a sorcerer? Because the magic.
No,
That
he's a
would make him
warlock.
Learning
sorcerer.
anything.
He's a warlock.
Well,
He
yeah,
gets his
either
power
sorcerer or
from
warlock.
it.
It depends.
Yeah, but the way that he uses spells is when I don't give him power. I just write him scrolls.
Yeah.
He
That's
can
just a
cast them.
warlock with extra steps.
It's a warlock, but you have to get tattooed every morning when you prepare your spells.
It's excruciating.
You have to tattoo every new spell on him.
I mean, it's better than I think it's Callum Shawn, where they use branding irons to brand spells into themselves.
Oh, no.
My God.
Definitely better than that. Not by much, but definitely better.
Callum Shan or Aglarond. Anyway. But yeah, you're all over at Friedrich's house later that day. That occasionally having to get onto Bucky to stay still.
I was joking.
Gertrude would not be there. And yeah. Eldon shows there's a knock at the door, and you open it to see Eldon.
Come in, come in.
Alright. So something sensitive that you want me to, if I can figure out where it's pulling.
Yeah, sure, yeah, he'll like pull out the piece.
Okay.
All the gawk. The iron.
He'll reach out for it if you allow.
Yeah, I'll hand it over to him. Sorry.
Okay. And oh, second. Yeah, and then you explain about the like focusing on it as part of a bigger piece. And
Yeah, I'd let him know that it has other pieces. That's what it's pulling towards, I guess. Hopefully that's not enough for him to figure out what it actually is.
I mean, if he identifies it, then he will.
Yeah, that's true.
no, he does not. He does not know what this is. He'll focus on it a minute, and see him like tilting his head back and forth as he focuses. Meave is enthralled by the snow. After a couple minutes, he'll stop shaking his head back and forth, and well, I have good news and bad news.
I guess not Visibed.
The bad news is that I still can't tell you exactly where this is pulling.
And the good news.
But I am positive that it is none of the outer planes.
So more
Yeah.
interdimensional travel.
It could be the inner planes, the astral. Don't believe it's the ethereal, but it's about where my expertise stops.
So the inner or the astral sea?
Yes.
And he
Can-
like looks over at me and we would need a spelljammer for the sea, yeah?
Meave, you spell jammed the phlogiston.
I what? Oh, was it? Kind of moves the snow globe behind their back. I don't know about the astral sea. I know it exists. I don't know how you traverse it. I just know the phlogiston.
Yeah, all this stuff is like too big brain for me. But okay. Would you recommend anyone that would be able to pinpoint it more accurately, or do you have a best guess?
Um, let me give him a roll. Not bad. Bad. I do have a guess, but like I said, it is outside of my expertise, so I'm not positive this is correct. It feels most likely to me that it is in the astral sea.
Okay. I guess we're going to have to figure out how to get there and traverse it.
As for a way of narrowing it down further, the people I would refer to as experts on the inner planes and the transient planes, they both left shortly after my kidnapping. Took an early trip down to
Took an early trip down to what?
Candlekeep.
Candlekeep.
The world's biggest library that you have to pay to get in.
In knowledge.
You have to pay
Sure.
knowledge to get in. Yeah.
I went there once.
I mean, that's how it's such a big library. It gets bigger every time someone goes there.
So true.
Imagine the first person to go to Candlekeep and they had to pay a book to read the one book in the library.
Just snowballed from there.
I feel like the founders got together, built it, added their own collections first, and were like, all right, we can peruse each other's that we've been like keeping to ourselves up until this point, but anybody else got to pay a book to get in.
Well, it's a temple to Denir and Ogma, both deities of knowledge. So there was definitely books to start it.
Yeah, there had to have been.
Let's see. I don't know where one is, but I have heard of devices known as planar orreries.
Sorry, planar orreries?
How do you spell this? 1 second.
Planet Orbeez. You put them in one
It's-
order.
Yeah, planar orbeez.
Yeah.
An orrery. Usually
Planar or
we see them with like planets and stuff, but This would be planes.
Yeah, you know the thing that has like the sun in the middle, and then all the planets are on little arms that rotate around.
Mhm.
That's a regular orrery.
Gotcha. I just never called them diagrams.
Yeah, like the 3D ones that actually move.
Nice.
They allow, at least according to the stories I've heard, you to divine locations and divine locations of which plane something is on.
Alright, and you said they were last seen headed to Candlekeep, right?
Oh, those two don't have one of those orreries, as far as I know.
Gotcha.
But yes, the experts were last heading to Candlekeep, but that was nearly 210 days ago.
Hmm.
And to your question about the Spelljammer, I believe that some people do use those to traverse the astral sea, but to my knowledge, it's not required.
Okay, well, that is good to know because they are quite expensive from what I know.
Yes, and rare. They haven't been any here for a long time until a couple years ago.
There's some at Sword Mountains and the Denham River that goes past Deepwater.
The Denham River?
The Desserin?
That yes.
I think Meaves is better. I think we should
There's a
rename it.
river flow to it.
Comes to a new crystal sphere, renames the river, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
I can't believe that Meave renamed the Gulf of America.
It's the Gulf of Meave now.
You thought it was the Sea of Swords? Not anymore.
The Sea of Meave.
Yeah, the Sea of Meave, the Mirror of Dead Meave. Sea of Moving Meaves.
The Sea of Moving Meaves.
That
That's
sounds
great.
Well,
horrifying.
me does move.
The Sea of Fallen
is
Meaves.
multiple Meaves. Moving Meaves.
Yeah, it's to the far
Wave
north.
Ocean.
The Dragon Meave.
Not the Dragon Meave, anything but that.
Although I will say I do have a feeling that the Dragon Meave, this would probably make it more dangerous, would just be like this giant teddy bear of a reptile, and then the moment you piss it off, that's it. And he wakes
Yeah,
up and wonders what happened.
Believe it or not, the Dragon Meave doesn't roll to hit. It just hits.
Oh, guys, regardless of what you guys think should be the best approach, we have a couple of days to wait until we know, how to get back to our associates and see if they have a way to help us.
That's true.
Meaves back to shaking the snow globe.
Isn't that my snow globe?
No, it's the one we found in the cult place. I just had
Yeah,
it
but
in
I thought
my
you guys like.
haversack.
Oh, you kept that. What did I keep?
I know. I also
I
have
thought
a
I
golden
put that on the
crown,
shelf in my
a
house.
hand and eye Vecna books,
a book out of the endless prison, and gold poetry, and fancy
I
art.
had that book. It's so.
Yeah, I swear I put the snow globe on a shelf in my house.
You did. You did.
He
put it
did,
in the-
yes.
Oh, I don't
Then
have a
you
snow
found
globe.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, you've just been shaking my fucking snow
Yeah, okay,
globe.
yeah. I took your snow globe
Then,
off the
then
shelf. and
sold
I'm
the book,
shaking
yeah.
it.
I also
Then
have
sold
the
that
book.
book to Eldon. To
Yeah,
Eldon.
they still did.
Which book? The
Out of the endless prison.
okay, yeah, that's gone. I still have the Hand and Eye of Vecna books, right?
And the crown.
And the gold.
So look, here's everything that was there. There was a lot of gold, but we've just got rid of that gold.
Yep. Sent that to my circle.
There was a golden helmet. There was a drift globe with a map carved into it. There was a necklace that was magical. There was the book, and there was the snow globe.
Necklace does?
I believe you did identify it. It was a necklace of adaptation.
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't think any of us ever ended up using it though.
I don't remember who grabbed it. I know someone did. I don't remember who it was.
I don't think it was useful for me, so I definitely didn't grab it.
I only have 2 attunements on me. But then again, don't particularly need it.
While wearing this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment, and you have advantage on saving throws against harmful gases and vapors.
Oh, actually, that
Such
would
as
be
cloud
good
kill
if
and
it
stinging
goes
cloud.
these.
Inhaled poison, and the breath weapons of some dragons.
I mean, the fucking spaceships or whatever, they have like atmosphere in
Yeah, but if we
Oh, your ship
fall off the
breaks.
ship,
them. That is a problem.
I mean, if we're still carrying it around, no one's claimed it. I'll claim it.
It's all yours.
Mine.
Is
know.
there
Mine.
anything else the guy wants to talk about?
This isn't in any way related to you being confused about what color the moon's supposed to be, is it?
Maybe, maybe not.
No, I can assure you it has nothing to do with the color of the moon.
it's a good thing Meeve's distracted by shaking the snow globe.
The snow globe that he doesn't have. Oh wait, he isn't. He
Yeah,
isn't
I
free
took it off the
drink.
shelf
Yeah,
and
yeah.
started shaking it.
Yeah, and you just see like Friedrich keep looking over at you every so often, his eye twitching because he's getting annoyed that you're shaking it.
If he shakes it much more vigorously, Friedrich, you're worried it might. Look, he doesn't know his own strength sometimes.
Yeah, I don't want him to break the
I'm not
only
shaking it
memento
hard.
I
I'm
have.
just shaking it enough to like have it snow for a bit, and then like watch it snow, and then once it stops, I shake it again.
I can do something fun here. Meave, can I see that for a second?
See what?
The little globe that you have.
Oh, sure. Pass it.
I pick it up, and could it be maybe like just some like some fog or something like that outside, like very light?
Yeah, there'd be like some like fog drifting up from the river.
All right, I show it to Meave as I just begin contact juggling it in my hand like the Goblin King.
Can you please not do that?
Hold on, I have something. Look, and then I like fucking David Bowie. I just begin, not Bowie. I begin just contact juggling it, and then all of a sudden another one appears,
Hmm?
and I begin walking outside. Just open the door, and I urge everyone to come out. And after they do, I point up with both of them, and one of them just shoots up. As I'm gonna use fucking Untilux freezing sphere all the way in the sky to make it snow. Like we are in the center of the globe. Look, Neve, actual snow.
Wait, how'd you do that? How'd you make the snow globe affect real Neverwinter?
Magic. Obviously. Does it actually snow if I do that?
It would definitely melt before it got down to the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it is never winter.
Is it very hot in here?
The fog is pretty warm.
Then I toss it like not so far high, so it snows down a little bit on everybody.
Very good.
I look at Bucky and like nod my head and say booyog. I say booyog and nod
Booyag.
my head. Like
Booyah.
And then I give back the orb to Friedrich.
Aw.
So he doesn't break it. I was trying to just toss it up.
Right, is there anything else I need to that I can help you out with?
No, that should be everything, yeah? As he just kind of looks towards the others.
I have no questions.
Aiden just sort of passes me the little metal fidget.
All right. I guess I need to go report some of my other research to the Lord Defender.
Oh, okay, well, thank you for all of your assistance. It is most appreciated.
Yeah,
Of course, if I'm able to help with anything else, please let me know.
Sure thing.
we'll do.
And I will say, Friedrich, because you have stupid passive, you definitely would have heard him say Lord Defender instead of Lord Protector.
Is that a different individual?
Not that you've ever heard of.
I wonder why in this city coat of arms is those 3 little ice globes when it never snows in here.
Oh no, Vecna fucking changed the universe so his name is Lord Defender now.
Oh. You think really that's it?
Yeah.
Things are changing. Very slight
Mm.
things are changing.
Yup. Next time we come back to Terrell, it's gonna be named a beer, and a beer is named Terrell.
And Neverember will be the open lord of Waterdeep.
Oh,
Can't believe Elminster's a street sweeper now, guys.
so what's the plan now?
We gotta wait a little bit.
Great.
Yeah, we wait until we can move on, I guess, and then ask those friends of ours their opinion on how to proceed. But it seems that we have a much better lead now, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe from Sigil you'll be able to pinpoint more clearly where to go.
There are a lot of doors.
Yeah,
this
but
is true.
if it's near the Astral Sea, would Sigil actually... Would it be a more direct path, or would it just ping
I
at
mean-
every gate?
I mean, Sigil is the city of doors. Everywhere is a direct path.
It
It's
is
a direct
Yeah,
path
it-
to
it
everywhere.
would probably point in the direction to the door that would take us to it.
Of which
Hmm?
there are most likely more than one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I think that would only work if that door was open.
Oh, so every so often you get a ping. It's like, oh, let's go that way quick, and then you lose it, and then you get a different
Yeah,
ping.
it is called the cage for a reason. People don't leave very easily. If the Lady of Pain doesn't want you to leave, you cannot leave, even if you have knowledge of how to open the gate. The reason there's so many people there is because it's easy to get there and hard to leave.
It's Hotel California.
Yep.
or land of the Lotus Eaters.
Well, I'll
Actually,
be
it's
going.
not quite
now.
that bad. You don't forget that you're from somewhere else. You remember that you're from somewhere else.
Event goes back
Here
to
long
the
enough, you
house
might.
to continue to work.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole time, Bucky's just been holding the paper to his back.
I'm not
As,
doing that.
as Vince's leaving, Aiden's gonna catch up to him. Hey, you don't happen to have any spells written out for sleep, do you?
You mean to help you sleep or to force you to sleep?
Either or. I'm I'm not at that point yet, but I'm a little bit worried.
I can. Yeah.
All right.
We don't have any, but I could.
Okay. If you, I don't know, if you find out how to do any of those, could you let me know, because I might need to copy down a couple myself.
Oh, I have the spell. I don't have it written down, but I could write it down for you.
Thanks, I'd appreciate it.
Very good. It's just the first level, so it should be done in less than a day.
Just mark off the materials.
Very good.
And I'm gonna go back to working on Todo.
Okay. But yeah, that night, around nightfall, Vint, would you deliver the spell scroll to Aiden, or would you send Bucky to do it?
Bucky, do you mind delivering this all the way to Aiden? Do you remember where she lives?
Next door.
Yes. Do try not to read it, yes?
Okay.
Very
Booyag?
good. Yes, it is magic, but you're not really supposed to read it because otherwise it'll consume it.
Okay.
Very good, thank you.
He'll
Wonder what's
walk
gonna
up.
happen.
Yeah, how funny would it be? You open the door and there's Bucky just asleep.
On the ground.
It would be.
But yeah, there's a small knock on your door, Aiden.
She's gonna, like, very carefully put her tools down and then go over to the door to open it up. Oh, hey, Bucky.
Booyag! And he holds up the paper.
Moves her goggles out of the way. Oh, thanks, man. Also, she'll pay the amount for it, which remind me how much it is again.
25 gold?
The full cost of the first level is 50 gold, I believe.
All right.
I believe.
Then-
I'm not exactly quite sure.
Don't
That's-
you do it
that
for half
sounds
as
right.
much?
Yeah, it costs 25 for me to make, I think.
Oh, okay. So you just charge her 50.
Wait, no, it costs 12 because I use. Wait, now I have to. I forget. But the
I'm
cost is
looking.
50.
Normal
I'm
cost is
looking.
50.
Yes, I just don't
Mhm.
remember how much it costs to me to make. Because it's half, and then it's half
Normal
again.
normal is 25.
Yeah, but
Oh.
then it's half again.
So it's like 6.
So
Because
then
if it's half twice, that's 12 and then 6.
Order of Scribes.
No, the cost is half because it's a consumable.
No, the spell, but there's the price for scribing spell scrolls specifically in Xanathar's, and it's
Yeah.
25 there.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying, that it's half of normal.
Yeah, but then don't you
Yeah, half
do
for
it better?
It's 12, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just pay him the 12 then.
Yeah, 12 gold and 5 silver.
Actually, no. She's gonna give him 19.
All right.
It's like Bucky can tell she's not fully there at the moment. Her mind is elsewhere. Thanks, man.
Oh, it's possible you could have just like not even spent anything. You just like use an action to make this scroll.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can, but then she wouldn't be able to use it. Only I can use those.
Oh, you can use it? Okay.
And she'll. Yee. Okay. But yeah, she's still just gonna give him like a handful of gold. It'd be like 19.
Okay. You look tired.
That obvious. Words, things, stuff, photo. Ah! Sorry. She'll give him. She'll give him like a biscuit or
You
something.
just pull yourself out of a hat? What the fuck?
Maybe.
See ya, Vint. When Bucky gets back, he gives you 18 gold from Aiden.
All right. And I'll say, very good, Bucky. I didn't say a price, but yeah, this is fine. Here is a share for you. I give him 5 more gold, even though I know he took one.
Well, thank you. This enough to start. Yeah.
This stuff is enough to what?
This enough to start do Booyog.
Well, if you want to become a wizard, then I'm pretty sure a regular book would cost you about 50 gold or so.
Yeah, spellbooks are like 50 gold.
So a little bit more. Unless for some reason you have innate magic on you, then maybe not. But how would we know? Am I right? It's not like you're casting spells left and right, is it?
No. No.
No.
No, Booyog.
Yeah. Soon.
So,
We'll cast you slinging spells.
very good. Booyog.
Mhm.
And he'll go back to running papers for you. The first half of the next day, I'll say, Vint, you're able to finish up the remaining orders you had already had from before.
Nice.
So we'll say from finishing the rest of those orders, you get 250 gold.
I'm rich.
Would you have been taking more orders and going to try to do them while you're away?
Take more orders, but at the discount rate of I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll get the order.
Yeah. that would have to be the way to do it. And otherwise, there's no shot. But yeah, I'll take other orders.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so you would have orders for Let me pull up a spell list. I was gonna just do the spell levels, but it matters because you're trying to get the spells for yourself too if they're ones you don't have.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if it's too much trouble, we can do this later.
Yeah, I'll get it for you later.
Mhm.
That way we're not taking up time here. Make a note for that. But a little while later, you would all have knocks on your door, not at the same time. With a city guard there, saying that the Lord Protector requests your presence.
Not the Lord Defender. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's time to get really concerned when the changes start becoming permanent.
Yeah. Watch him himself just call himself the Thunder.
The leader of
Um,
Neverwinter, Gary.
Oh no.
Lord Gary always winter.
mhm.
All right.
No, it's Gary always summer.
Never
Gonna
summer.
go that way.
Actually, no, it's never ember. What's the opposite of an ember?
Never
It's always
summer.
cold.
Conflagration. Because an ember's a dying flame, so
A bonfire.
his name is Gary Conflagration.
No, it's just a Chardalon. A Chardalon is now the Lord Protector. Alright, but yeah, you all finish up what you were doing. Gather what things you want to have on you. Probably bring Bucky and Gertrude with you.
Yes.
And make your way back to the audience chamber. Again, there are lots of guards in the room. I'm not putting down dozens of guard tokens.
My immersion.
They'd all be the same picture. How is that emergent? And you'd be told that the Lord Protector will be out with you shortly.
Who's that guy?
That guy.
When he walks out of the door, all the guards stand to attention.
Meave looks at the guards and like follows suit, thinking that it's like something important.
Say Vint and Friedrich like this isn't. Is this the guy? There's no way this is the guy.
Seems different.
Yeah, it looks like a good 30 years younger than Lord Protector Daggalt Neverember.
What the fuck is happening?
With what?
Our guy didn't die, did he?
There's a jump scare.
Why does his face
Ah.
look like a potato?
I will say, looks somewhat similar to Daggalt Neverember.
No.
My friends, good to see you again.
I'm sorry.
It's great to meet you for the first time again.
He looks at you confused.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around.
Wait. I see you're joking. Very good.
I turn to everybody and I just go very, guys, I think there's some kind of shit just fucking around right now. This may or may not be magical.
Oh, it's definitely magical.
I'm
Is-
assuming we're all
is-
seeing the same thing.
Is something the matter?
You will have to tell us what it is that your beauty products that you use, because it's doing wonders.
Do you have any skincare tips? You look amazing.
You know, went on a hunt in the Neverwinter Forest yesterday, if that's what you mean.
Did you fall in a fountain of youth?
Aiden just elbows him right in the gut.
Meave has so many questions, but is not saying anything because he would hear them and like.
Forgive us, my lord. We were called here for something, I believe.
Yes, your request for me to try to pull some strings about getting a teleport sequence to Silvery Moon.
How remarkable. We didn't travel back in time, and he just doesn't realize it. It's just like the moon.
I sent word and I did hear back, though they're still not willing to look past the disagreements they had with my father.
You said they're not willing?
No. But they did
Wait, father?
send a...
I thought you had the disagreements.
No. My father, the previous Lord Protector, Daggelt Neverember.
Oh, maybe we did go.
Whoa!
Wait, forward in time.
What the fuck?
Forward in time. What are we, like 30 years in the future? What the fuck?
Meave just kind of is a bit taken aback and just kind of, sorry, young Meave got confused again.
Meave turns around and he forgets for a second that he's in the rage and just goes, guys, what the fuck is going on? Except he doesn't curse.
Guys, where's Mr. Never Embers to save Mr. Never Embers?
Yeah, I'm sorry, my lord. Do you mind if I approach you for a mere moment?
Of course. We're all friends here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go close
So
to
I
you.
do have to ask why you all seem acting rather strange today.
Well, how do I put this? I look back for sort of help.
We worked primarily with your father like 2 days ago.
1 day ago.
No, it would be 2 days ago was the last time you talked to him.
2 days ago.
I will say, like here on this banner, this banner would be like a portrait. Not a portrait. It would have a person woven into it.
In memoriam, Daggalt Never Ember, 14.
Yeah, and it would look like this man.
Died
him.
defending Toril from Tiamat.
I'm just gonna
Actually,
put this,
yes, it would say underneath it, Lord Protector Daggalt Neverember, and it would have, it would say 1429 to 1494. Died stopping Tiamat's return.
Oh man!
I'm just gonna try to see if this guy is real.
And when you said that, Aiden, he would say, "My father's been gone for over 5 years now."
5 years. As I'm just touching him, trying to see if it's an illusion.
Do we
Uh,
have any like letters that we have that was signed by Never Ember?
I refuse to believe that Meave would keep his letter of employ
Oh, for
from
sure.
6 months
Meave
ago.
does not.
Uh,
Meave left that
Uh,
behind.
if Vit, Friedrich, or Aiden would have their letters of employ,
Yeah,
I would have
open
kept
it
mine,
up.
yeah.
I just hold. If they're trying to approach with something to try to prove it, just hold. Hold on, guys.
Well, no, like to look at that, see if that's changed.
Oh, if you want to check it, yeah.
it says, by order of the Lord Protector, Rainier Neverember.
Holy shit.
You know what?
It was
Uh,
with us.
Did we
Why,
talk about?
why did it
Did
change?
we?
And not what?
Do you remember what we talked about? Apparently, last time. Then about the whole secret thing that we had going.
Yes, and that's why it was of the utmost importance of me to try to work through the misgivings they had with my father.
Yeah.
I've been trying to rebuild that relationship over the last couple of years, but apparently not enough to be trusted with that.
And that happened a couple days ago, right? Not 5 years ago, yeah.
Yes, the day before last. Would you stop poking my face, please?
I'm sorry, you look so unreal. As I move back, guys, this is apparently some kind of r- real dream that we're having, or might
He
be just
changed
like the moon,
something,
and she's
didn't he?
changing.
Is something going on, like with the
Yes.
saloon before?
Yes.
Yes.
If you remember the moon incident, this is very much along those lines. Just
I mean, I remember you being confused
really-
about the moon, and you saying that it was actually changing.
No,
But
Bucky, do you remember the guy that we spoke a couple days ago? Was it this guy?
yeah, it was him.
And I'll ask Gertrude if she remembers.
Gertrude looks up from the floor, looks at the man, nods, looks back at the floor. Actually, she had to move closer to tell, probably.
It seems
With
like
the
we're
one
the
eye.
only ones to realize it.
they are also from this crystal sphere, so chances are that's why they're affected and we're not.
I didn't think of that before as a possibility. I thought it was just the mark.
Oh, it could be the mark because we can see through it, or with that one little eye. But I don't know.
If I could ask, what is different about me that, in your
Quite
recollection?
Quite honestly, my lord, it's probably best that you don't know. It might shatter your sense of reality.
I don't think it would be that extensive, but it might be a problem. We don't know really the extent of how this issue goes. So, you know, maybe we'll tell you later.
Hopefully, this isn't permanent.
Well, I'm looking at Vince. I'm guessing at this point then we have to go there on foot, or
He would still be holding up. He was ready to. He was. Sorry. He wasn't done with telling what was told to him,
oh, right.
but he kind of got sidetracked when Vet came up and started poking him. However, they did send a sealed scroll tube saying that only you are to open it.
Oh, me?
Your group didn't
No.
specify. I do not know whether there is a sequence in there or not. They said that there would not be.
There totally is.
Or probably telling us to go to a location to get picked up or something.
Probably.
No, we'll find out once we open it. Where is the scroll?
He would hold out a scroll tube, and as you approach to take it from him, whichever one of you would be approaching to take it from him.
Don't tell me he changes right in front
Do
of
it.
us.
I'll go.
Yeah, fuck.
Well,
You blink while you're walking forward.
bump. I just stumble back. What the hell?
I'll catch him. Just. Oh God.
Did you trip? Is the rug pulling loose again?
Yep, you could say that. Take the scroll. Looking up at the banister again.
It is the. It would have a band of 4 seemingly adventurers on it.
And
Does one
the
of them have a really large nose?
No, it would be. One second. I'm sorry. It would be 5 adventurers. No, it's 4. It's 4. 2 human men, 1 human woman, and a female tiefling.
the scroll over to Vince and just. My lord, if I could
Oh.
ask you a personal question.
Of course. How could I
How old-
help?
How old is your son? And what's his name?
Let me make sure I get this right. Yeah, we don't have an actual age. My son is about 40. Rainier.
Okay. All right.
Why the sudden interest?
Oh, you know we can't answer that.
You
That's
know
one I
we can't
will
answer
need
that.
an answer for,
One has
just
given
talking
past
about
events.
It has to do with all the things that we are seeing, and that you know how dangerous it could be, right?
Aiden just has a look of like, what the actual hell plastered all over her face.
Yes, it is those 4 figures, Peck.
I know it's a problematic subject, but we really cannot talk about it. You know, if you want to keep going, after all.
You or either Aiden or Vent is going to have to roll a persuasion check.
I can roll.
Proficiency in
Alright.
persuasion.
Did you get proficiency?
No, but like, do you have a 0, a 1, a 2? What do
He
you
has
got?
a 1.
I got 1.
You roll it.
I mean, Bucky's the
Oh,
face
God.
of the party.
Yeah, can Bucky make that check?
No, Bucky
already
doesn't
made
think
it.
anything's wrong.
Bucky thinks y'all are just winking about nothing.
Yeah, he blinks
20.
one eye at a time.
Of course. My apologies. There's been issues with him being targeted before, but we're all friends here. And he'll hold out the scroll scroll tube to you.
Thank you. Well, on our part, we'll do the best that we can to make sure that no harm befalls you and your kin.
How are you talking to him, though? He's been in Waterdeep for the last couple of years.
We were talking to him.
Meave said
what
we were
Meave said.
just talking to him.
Yeah.
But we didn't
Hmm.
say that we were just talking to him.
Meave said that.
Yeah.
Oh, Meave did.
The fuck me.
That
It was you, and you were not here.
Meave, buddy.
Explain.
It's the moon thing again.
Yeah.
So he was acting on my behalf.
No, time was rewritten.
You guys are explaining too much. You don't know that, right?
I'm aware, but this is better than running around in circles.
I don't
You
know how
died
true that
fighting
is.
mean dragon lady.
That's where we draw the line. That is where we draw the line.
No. Well, I'd prefer not to have died there. Though if the rewriting would just give me back my foot, that'd be another thing.
Was he missing his foot before?
It doesn't look like he's missing his foot at all.
Okay.
He's rich. He could have whatever kind of prosthesis he wants.
He could have someone cast Regenerate on him.
You could.
Not a divine wound.
Excuse me for a moment. I'm just gonna turn around and I'm gonna open the scrolls while they're talking to see what it is.
So it's in a tube. It's in a sealed tube, so you have to break the seal on the tube.
And then there's a ward on it where it can't be opened within proximity of Neverember.
Fucking explodes.
Yeah, and then you see a little. As soon as you break the seal, you begin opening it, and you see that there's a little glowing rune there.
hmm
It starts beeping.
About the size of your thumb.
It's not some kind of trap, is it?
Please do what you can to put a stop to this. If you need anything, I'll try to help where I can.
Can we get some light funding?
Certainly do our best. I'll go join the others.
Yeah.
Sort of opening and closing my hands from fists and so forth.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to see what this rune is before I open it fully.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
27.
27. You have never seen a rune exactly like this. You can tell that it is definitely of the divination school of magic. It seems to be very similar to the Identify spell, but not exactly. With that roll, it's something to do with identifying creatures rather than magical effects. So you can't tell what it's attuned to.
That's probably detecting whether or not it's Neverember opening the scroll.
Is Aiden right?
If it's
If I
one
put
of
my-
us.
If I put my thumb on it, does you read it?
You put your thumb on it, and there'd be a very small pulse of magic, and you feel that you are able to open the tube further now.
Oh, it's just a
You
thumb.
were right.
I was wrong.
I
Open
love
it
this.
up.
Okay, are y'all doing that here in the meeting room, or are you going somewhere else?
I mean, we're all pretty close, right? If it's gonna just pull everybody and then some kind of portal or whatever.
We should,
Yeah,
we
I guess the question is, does Gertrude need to give back the ring now, or
I mean, We don't know what this does. So if she just yoinks the little ring, who are we to judge? You know.
Can't believe you're in debt to Lord Neverember.
No, if we do to get teleported, I'll just take the ring after she goes her way, and then I'll bring you back eventually.
Very good.
No, you can just use teleportation circle to send the ring back. He'll just appear in the hall.
I don't think it sends things. I think it only
No,
sends
it,
people.
it opens a door that you can push things through. You don't have to go through yourself. Teleport, though, that is different.
Yeah, teleportation circle you don't even have to go through when you cast it.
But it says any creature that enters the portal.
Mm.
You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Oh, so someone has to go through, drop the ring, come back through within the minute.
Hey guys, here you go. Bye bye.
You just punch through the circle.
No, we'll level up eventually. I'll get teleportation, and then we'll be able to do it more easily. Don't worry about it. I don't
But
know
yeah,
what's inside. I'm opening it to see what's inside, and if it immediately casts, then it is what it is.
you finish opening the tube, and there is a vellum scroll with a seal on it. The seal of which. Let me see if this person has a seal.
Everybody is ready, right? Did you take all your things?
Meave always has
All
their
your
things.
belongings?
I'm always ready.
Um,
I just hate portals.
there's a blue wax seal on the vellum scroll, and the symbol in the seal is a lone tower in front of a crescent moon.
Oh, that's like Lady Silverhands, but different.
Yeah, so this one looks. I mean, this is it's not colorized. This one looks like that.
The other guy?
Very cool.
He's so
The other one would be a simplified version of this. Was the one that Meave got.
Similar, but different.
Get everybody together in case it does cast immediately. Then I'll open it.
Okay. You break the seal and you go to unroll the vellum. Let me make sure there's not like a save on this or something that I need to give you.
issue.
No, your group, you just feel yourselves pulled through reality.
And we're gone.
You find yourselves in a
Never to be seen again.
in a
We left
a white
sword
stone
shark in his room.
a white stone room, comfortably furnished. There are windows looking out from the room to your directly in front of you and to your left, but you cannot see out them because they are closed currently. Like shutters on the outside of them are closed. Standing in front of you would be two figures. And I don't have a map for this room, so we're just going to stay on this map for a second.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do
Not
this.
alright. No.
Uh,
Hello.
Elliot Minster. The Elliot Minister.
Silverhands?
I love Elliot Minster.
and I will say, so in front of you, you see a human man with a very long white beard, large mustache, red robes, and a very large red pointed hat.
Have I met him before, or do I just know about him?
We'll get to that in just a second. Standing next to him is a human woman, with hair the color of silver, not like the metal, not just the color.
Mhm.
Looks vaguely like someone you've met before. Beav, yes, you have met Elminster before in the defense of the forest around the Dalelands.
Mr. Elliot Minster.
They would have both been in like a defensive posture when you arrived.
This one, Neve. That's good at
But
least.
upon seeing Meave, the man would look at him. Vint, I will say, because you are in tune with magic, there is intense magic radiating off of these two.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Probably the strongest magic you've felt since that room in Sigil.
Actually, no, I mean, these people are on inside the weave. The magic is stronger than that room in Sigil.
Oh, really? Fuck.
I mean, they are in the thing that gives them their bonus power.
Wait, the weave isn't in Sigil?
Not in the same way.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't Neve. Wondered if I'd see you again. Data.
I mean, it's good to see you too, Mr. Elliot Minster.
He would do that thing where you take off the hat and do the big exaggerated bow. To the
probably this did the same thing first time meeting him, but me will like pretend to take off the mushroom cap and do the same, thinking that's like a special greeting.
He would look at the rest of you and say, Elminster Omar, at your service. Now, why exactly are you trying to get to Silvery Moon?
Because there's a door to Sigil there, and we need to go back to Sigil so we know what to do.
Yeah, pretty much sums it.
You would see him turn and whisper something to the woman, which Friedrich would be close enough to hear because Friedrich. Actually, let me give them a roll to see if he's quieter than Friedrich's passive.
Actual health.
What?
Friedrich has supernatural hearing.
Yeah.
That's me.
He does not roll below your, or he does not roll. He does not beat your passive.
Nice.
Friedrich, you would hear him whisper to her, "Perhaps we were mistaken. These might not be the ones your sister told us of."
Would I know who he's like referring to? Like the
She looks
sister?
like you know.
I mean, you don't know, but there is a very strong resemblance. They both have metallic silver hair. Are humans. Look
This would be
roughly
the
the same
third
age.
silver hand I've met, right?
Second you've met that's alive. The second one you've ever seen. The other one was
Okay.
invisible inside a suit of armor.
Wait, what?
Long story. That's how Meave was summoned.
It's a long story, and even Meave doesn't know all of it.
Yep. And even if Meave did know all of it, Meave doesn't understand it.
Or Meave?
Just like out of nowhere, Meave will blurt out, "Are you related to? Are you one of the Silver Sisters?"
Silver Sisters.
Because you look familiar, but also not familiar.
Hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only Silver Sister I see.
Boo.
Fuck you, that was good.
I don't know. I think Bean died again.
Tell him.
He's
No,
here.
I'm trying to think of.
He's thinking.
Meave just makes my mind go blank on how to respond.
Making the DM struggle. I get points. Let's go.
Tell me, what's your what do you feel about people whispering?
How do I feel about people whispering?
Yeah, who's she asking? Just me?
The group.
Oh.
I mean, it can be a little bit rude at times.
I mean, also, secrets are kind of bad right now. But I can't go into more of that because last time I did, I got in trouble with the rabbit.
What?
You you
true,
snapped
she
at me
did- she
when
did
I said
say-
secrets out loud.
That is true. She'd say, Meave, no.
They'd both nod to what Meave said. Um. And yeah, Elminster would look directly at you, Vint.
Oh.
And how do you feel about
Did I
witches
never hear
in
any
purple?
stories of... Did I never hear any story from him back in nowhere?
Uh, I'm trying to remember if
I know elements is a big deal on Toril. I don't know about other spheres.
so here's the thing. Elminster's definitely been to Greyhawk. I believe that Mordenkainen and the Circle keep the interplanar portals hush hush though. But go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
18, not bad. In your studies, you know how there's spells that the name keeps the creator.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Autoluke's freezing sphere, for instance. You would have heard of some spells that were Elminster's blah blah blah. They were all beyond you at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like Elminster's evasion, Elminster's effulgent epuration. You know that there is some wizard. Both of those were spells of the ninth circle.
Right back.
Okay.
So you know that there is some powerful mage named Elminster that made spells. It's up to you whether you think that it might be one from another world or not. Or even if you are on Toril right now. Because I'll say you probably you think that what you were pulled through was a modified gate spell.
Okay. Sorry, could you repeat the question again? I was lost in thought.
How do you feel about witches in purple?
It's scary.
Purple or the witches? Like, looking at
The combination.
He looks at you and says, "That's a smart answer."
Thank you.
Vive looks at Friedrich. Wasn't the witch the wizard he was crushing on wearing purple?
I think Dylan said he'd be right back.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he's gone.
The funnier thing about it, the whole room heard it.
Yep.
No, yeah,
There's no whispering with Meave. Everyone within 30 feet knows exactly what Meave is saying.
Wasn't pushing on anyone. Me?
I thought that was why you were so skittish around her.
Barely fucking understand what that means.
All right. So you are the ones helping with the cause, then.
I believe so.
I guess if anyone would know about it, it wouldn't be you all.
And you would see the figure on the right disappear.
Oh, goodbye.
I'm sorry, what? Okay.
Apologies for the illusory trickery. But had to devise a test to make sure.
So wait, she was just she was just the illusion, or...
That wasn't one of the Silver Sisters?
It was one of the Silver Hands. However, she is elsewhere. She was, however, watching through her projection. So, need a way to Silvery Moon. I can do that for you.
That would be very helpful.
Just tell me, were you successful? Did you get what you're after?
I mean, no, just Friedrich.
It pulls
He's
him
holding it.
out.
Take a suit gun. And you could say so, yes. I believe we succeeded.
I mean, Meave outright said, pointing at Friedrich, it pulls him out.
Pulls him out.
And it feels
Ah.
wrong to the rest of us.
Well, what did you expect? It is a device of law.
Oh.
So I was right. All right, that was it.
And we gotta find the rest of them.
And pulls him out, you say? Okay. I think I know what can help with figuring that out. I'll send word to the sanctum.
All right.
Anything else before I send you?
You know, I wouldn't mind having a look through.
Through his spellbook?
I imagine he just has
I'm
a
about to
disposable
say it.
spell book on him at all times that he can give out to like wizards asking for an autograph.
Yeah, but it's only first level spells.
Yep.
You know, I do remember. Sorry, not really. I guess you already know that we're not really from around. I do remember though that you may have some, you know, thorough spells that you may have made yourself, and I could never find anything like that in any library that I ever looked. You know, I'm just wondering if perhaps like you could spare me a glance or two at those.
I'm back.
Unfortunately, I haven't had much success getting them to work on anyone other than me, since magic went a bit weird.
I
Magic's
did hear
always
about
weird.
it. No, it went a
Weirder?
little bit weirder.
How can magic be weirder?
You know, sometimes it just completely changes. You know, about every 20 years or so.
Like, it keeps updating. No one really knows why.
Yeah, they don't put out patch notes.
They just know that it
No.
happens.
There's something called a UA, but they usually don't listen to the other people's advice. I mean, what?
Head of the
None
Green
of
One
them?
says a bunch of wizards on a coast keep fucking with it.
None of
Must
them.
be those fools in Candlekeep.
No, every time the edition changes, it's just Vecna rewriting reality.
Oh no,
You
a
know?
canon explanation for edition changes.
No, I mean, the Forgotten Realms always has an explanation, and it's always the world's about to end. You had the spell plague. You had the second sundering.
It was just being held together by duct tape.
Yeah, that's reality.
Just refused
the-
to die.
The magic changes on the other realms too, but I don't know that Greyhawk had an explanation. There hasn't been a Greyhawk book written since like the 2000s, I don't think.
Like the early 2000s.
And Eberron had to blow up a continent to explain it. Yeah. Yep. When you're ready for that circle of magic. I'll see if I can't get one of them to work for you.
Yeah, come back here, level 18. Well, that is truly appreciated. And they just bow to him.
No, you have to take your hat off.
Oh yeah, by the way, his hat is bigger than yours.
And naturally. I'm not about to measure hats with fucking Elminster, dude.
Alright.
Oh, how's how's Shadow Dales going? With the mean drow.
Defenses were going good when I haven't heard anything from Salune since then, so I imagine things are still going fine.
That is good. Did you know that there's a good drow? He had a panther with him.
Ah, you met Drist. I know,
I don't think
He
he
did
told
say
us
it.
his name.
Did he not? He did.
He did.
He
He
did?
did.
Oh, he did. Meave wasn't
I
listening.
waited until the second day of traveling with him to ask.
Yeah, Meave wasn't listening.
I know an adventurer in Barkeep that would be quite jealous. But
That should be
yes,
him.
there's a number of good drow. In fact, and there's a couple towns of them.
Entire towns of good drow. Wow.
Not many.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, Meave's entire experience with
I
drow has
know.
just been evil, so... Why are the rest of them so
Yeah.
mean?
Have better order.
Oh. Is he saying something right now? Or is everybody just waiting for
You said why are they so mean?
No, Elminster, is he saying something? Because I did have something that I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is one thing that I would hope to impose, if you don't mind. Our friend here came along with us because, well, she was forced to, and I think she might have something very important to her that she needs to do, and I would not like to keep her away from that compromise that she has to do any longer than she has to. So, if perhaps you could send us to where we need to be and her to where she needs to be, that would be very appreciated.
Okay. And you would hear him switch to giant. And where is it ye be needing to go?
He knows the big language, too.
And she would tell him, Blingdenstone or Grandstone?
I go with Blindenstone. I think that's what she said. I love the blingy stones.
Blinky.
Yeah, it would be Blingdenstone.
Let's go.
And he'd give a nod. Friedrich, Dylan, while you were gone, Elminster had asked if your group had been successful in finding the thing, And Meave immediately pointed to you and said it pulls him out.
Okay.
How would you have reacted to this?
He would have. So how did Elminster actually phrase it? Did he just say, "Did you find the thing"?
Yeah.
I mean, so there was a few things before it that were how do you feel about secrets? He asked Vet how he felt about witches that wear purple.
And then Meave leaned over to you and said, "Wasn't the one he was crushing on wearing purple?"
And Friedrich would have nodded.
Stuff like that. Basically, he was trying to gauge whether you were who he thought you were. But then, yeah, he asked, "Tell me, were you successful? Did you find what you were after?"
And then Meave said yes to that, right? And that it pulls me outward.
I didn't say
Yeah, he
yes.
pointed
I
at
just
you and
said
said-
it pulls you outward.
Yeah, he pointed at you and said it pulls him outward.
Okay. Yeah, Friedrich would have just kind of looked at me like, "Come on, man, really?" And then just gave up and nodded.
Hey, just wait. In
Okay.
6 months, Meave will be a preteen.
It's gonna be fun.
Then when you say the things that you're not supposed to say, it'll be out of spite instead of out of innocence.
Well, no, I think Meave will be a bit more shy then, and then another 4 years, Meave will be a teenager. That will be the spite.
That's when you say things out of spite, yeah.
Yep. And then after that,
Dang.
Meave will be an adult. But that's when Meave is 16.
Okay. Yeah, he'll do that. Yeah. And if there's nothing else, he will do 2 teleports.
I just turned to Gertrude to say, in giant, Mr. Elminster will take very good care of you. But if you don't mind, I would like to have the ring. I have to, deliver it back in Neverwinter next time I see them.
Okay. Yeah, she'll give you the ring
Many thanks.
and immediately grow bigger.
Sorry for all the time that you had to spend with us. I hope it wasn't too uncomfortable. And I hope whatever you need to do, you still are able to.
Thank you for everything.
Meave will give Gertrude a flower.
Okay.
It's not looking well. It probably hasn't been watered.
So because she had offered it to when she was trying to convince y'all to free her, do y'all take the club or let her keep it?
Hers.
No, she
It's her
keeps it.
key,
I'm the
yeah.
only one that could wield it possibly, and Meave doesn't want it.
Eve doesn't want a +2 club?
That I'd have disadvantage on using?
Yeah, but
Reckless to balance
Yeah,
it
I
out.
can reckless, yeah, but I want to have advantage.
think of all the extra damage dice for the big weapon.
It's not big. It's fucking huge weapon, right? It's 2
Yeah,
sides long.
it's huge.
No, she'll keep it.
Yeah,
One day we'll
it is
get
hers.
me of an Unga Bunga weapon.
All right. But Elminster will teleport y'all off.
Bye-bye.
And you arrive back standing in front of the gate to Silvery Moon. There is a big gap over the river in front of you.
I remember how this one works. I walk.
Wait, is this the right spot? What if
Yeah,
it's slightly over
probably.
that way?
Could you imagine?
Where I just fall into the river.
falls 200 feet to the river.
Well, I'm not a monk, so it was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, I think 200 feet's enough for the water to be concrete.
Oh, for sure.
Don't worry, everyone. Just let's go all at once. I have a spell for this, if we do fall.
Yes, Featherfall.
Mhm. It is definitely prepared.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah, you make it back. You make your way back to the house. Go inside. Find the circle. And
That was easy. I'm gonna put on the ring. Do I become small?
Yeah, after about 100 feet, significant there's a significant increase in injury, of severe injury or death. So 200 feet, yeah. This looks different.
you do not.
I've been here
Oh
before.
yeah, that's the wrong. That's the wrong map. That's the right map.
No.
Okay. I need to fix some stuff.
If I put on the ring, do I get smaller? Or is it just for bigger things?
You probably just
The
become a small
ring-
creature.
The ring resizes to your finger, but you do not become smaller.
Oh,
Does it work for me? Do I like lose 2 feet of height?
You put on the ring and it grows to fit your finger. But you do not change size.
I think Gertrude broke it.
well, maybe it's just for very large people.
Well, you might have
Either-
to spend some time with it.
Also, we're in
Or
somebody
no.
else's living room right now.
Either that or it might have to recharge.
Oh, okay. I'll pocket it for now.
But yeah, when you arrive back on the dais, you would see only one figure in the main area, that of Melena.
Oh, the
Melina?
fourth person was here. Is here.
Excuse me. Sorry for coming in uninvited or unannounced.
Oh, you made it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took a little bit of a long route.
Where's Bald Man, Silver Woman, and Hat Lady?
Oh,
Okay. She would look very questioningly at the goblin.
Oh, we made a friend.
Gotta refresh. I'm cloning Bucky's again.
No, no.
He's Vince.
Bucky
But
got
you asked-
exposed to so much magic that he's become a duplicator.
Did you say where is Bald Man?
Hat Lady
Bald
Yep.
Man, Hat Lady, and what?
and
Silver.
and Silver Woman. That's what I have them written down as in my notes.
Well, I'm not entirely sure where Tasha is. Mordenkainen wished to be in his room and not disturbed for a little while. And,
Morty.
Lustriel should be back soon.
Very nice.
Were you successful?
Yeah, We got the item, and it is. Wait, does it still pull me out? Oh no, this is outer. This isn't inner, right? Yeah. Never mind.
Oh, this is inner plane technically.
Yeah, so this is weird. This is the center of the multiverse. I mean, the spire outside is the center of the multiverse. But it's an outer plane. So I'm
It's an innie and an outie.
so would this be outside or inside?
Yes.
I mean, if this is the center, then I feel like I'd get like an actual direction from here.
You feel yourself pulled yeah, I mean there isn't a direction. I don't
Well, is it
I don't know what
direction
to
to if it's on one of the planes in this crystal sphere, it would be towards that town. In the
but it's not on an outer plane.
Oh fuck.
And the gate towns are all the outer planes.
That's right. Forgot.
You feel pulled. We'll say it's an outer plane. It's the center of the outer planes. For the sake of making this less confusing, you feel yourself pulled in.
It was inside us all along.
He just like puts a hand to his chest and he goes, "The power was in me all along." No.
That's
But
something
yeah,
Neve
we
would
found
do,
this thing.
not Friedrich.
Yeah, Friedrich, your spine is actually the rest of the pieces of the rod. You gotta pull it out.
Neve, pull it out. Pull it out.
Oh.
Which end do you want it removed from?
Just rip my head off and have the whole thing come out like a zipper.
Okay.
Oh, the fatality.
Yeah. But I'll just kind of like step down from it and just be like, yeah, it has been acquired and is beginning to pull.
That's wonderful news. We received word from one of our allies. I'm going to when Illustrial gets back, she'll know better what to make of the word we got.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming it's not her sister that this one is talking about, but someone else entirely.
You would know that Illustrial is the one that owns this house and the house in Silvery Moon.
The silver hat.
No,
Oh, you mean the
what
one
I'm
that sent
saying-
word? The one that sent word?
Yeah, the one that sent word. She does not mean the sister of the owner of the house. She means someone
means-
else entirely.
She probably means Elminster because Vent had asked Elminster some questions and he said he had an idea and he'd send word to the Sanctum.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
That might have been when you were gone. Vent had said about the thing pulling out and then pulling you outwards and asking what that might mean. And Elminster had an idea that he would send word here for.
Okay, I understand now.
Um,
My brain work again.
What does Meave see through the telescope?
Incomprehensible horror.
you make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god! I love that.
Neve, roll me a D100.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. Neve, you see yourself looking down at a landmass. Surrounded on 3 sides by water. A large forest in the upper half of it. A desert to the left because you don't know which way is north. A network of rivers running through it. You recognize this. You're looking down at the Dale Lands.
Oh. Can I see my cave?
I can see my cave from here.
It's like 100-mile
I
vantage
push
point.
my eye further into the lens to try and see.
Your eye hurts,
Okay.
and then you're looking at a blurry bush. You get excited for a second, thinking you might be looking at the treetops, but no, it's just the plants over here.
Oh, okay. All right, and I'll go look through the big lens through the other way, just to see if there's anything there, and if not, I'll go back. Go
Neve, make me a wisdom saving throw.
4.
Roll me a d100.
49.
Neve, you are looking through, and it's very dark, and it's still very dark, and then you see something start to come into frame, and it is very bright. Make me a con save.
Ooh, this is probably too much light even for a resilient mushroom like myself.
Nice roll.
Neve,
said
you are able
Neve?
to
Die.
yank your head away just in time that you're having to blink away dark spots.
Oh,
Ooh.
so that's what the other myconids must feel like in the sun.
You good?
And no one hears him say this because he ran way off to the side.
Yeah, I'm out of range. I'll just waddle
You-
over, just kind of blinking a bit.
Yeah, the song is a little panicked for a second.
It's like.
You alright, Meave?
I know what the other myconids feel like when they're in the sun now.
Um, around this time, the door to the sanctum would open, and in would walk Calustria. Oh, good, you made it back. I was beginning to worry. It had been a number of days.
We were just talking with a hologram of one of your sisters.
Which one?
How many are there?
How many sisters do I have, or how many alive?
Both?
I have 6 sisters.
Well, that'll make it difficult
Oh,
to pinpoint
7.
which one.
No brothers?
No.
She seemed.
Oh.
I don't know which one. She seemed familiar with Elliot, the Elliot minister.
The Elliot minister.
Meek means Elminster.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that doesn't narrow it down.
I don't know. The one that was.
It also was not the one that possessed his suit of armor and is dead.
We had to make a hasted retreat from where we were, and we had to make all the way back to Neverwinter and find ourselves another way back here. It took a few days, but we're back, and with the quarry.
That's wonderful news. And apologies, but let's take a quick tenor.
Right?
It's too much for Bean tonight.
Sorry. I have to step away for just a minute. Melena would pick the letter back up and bring it over to Illustrial. It's wonderful that you're back. Is it leading you anywhere? Morning Kanan said that would be how it works according to the legends.
When we found it, out. Since we have come here, in.
Okay.
Not very helpful, right?
Viv just kind of leans over and like pokes your chest.
I don't think that kind of in.
Oh,
That would make sense, as it wasn't pulling in when we were back on Toril.
Can't believe the rod is inside Friedrich.
Was all along.
Part of it was used to replace part of his spine.
That's the real Witcher, right at the Witcher. You get a rod of some parts implanted in you. She would read the letter quickly. Okay. So we have a way to more precisely find where the rod is. But it will take a couple days to get set up.
Need to cast some sort of spell, I take it.
Yes, as well as assembling a device.
So we can figure out where to go after we find this next one, so we don't have to come back here?
No, the device will be quite large. You'll have to return here to use it to find the next one again. Unless it ends up being on the same plane, and then I would imagine it would just guide you in the direction.
One would hope.
Unlikely, but hopefully.
There's also the option of just plane hopping until you find one that is the correct one.
I wouldn't recommend
That's-
that.
Why is that?
Well, I believe it was more than kind of just said that the ways that we use to, move around in the planes will become almost like beacons to the Whispered One, and we probably shouldn't use them multiple times, right?
Whispers.
I don't recall him ever saying that.
Was it him that said it? I believe someone said
That was Samurg,
Sunberg.
the immortal from Nistara.
Oh, whoops.
that you're not supposed to talk about him.
And I'm sorry, never mind. I misremembered.
Suppose that is a possibility that he could be keeping track of you. So our theory was that he was just keeping an eye on the usual suspects, which is why unfortunately we're not able to help as much. And why Elminster is staying on Toril. But it is a fair worry. There wasn't anyone that saw you that would know you were going after the rod fragment where you got it from, was there?
That saw us specifically? I don't think so.
Well, there was a spider dragon.
But it's dead.
That
But
one's
it's dead.
Yes,
So-
anyone that isn't around still to spread that word.
I don't think any of them saw us leave. Any alive, at least.
Not unless one of them had scry or some shit.
They could scry on the rod. That is correct. Because they likely saw the rod once or twice. At least one of them. So it is possible that they scry on it.
How would they cry on the rod if we have it?
Scry, Meave. It's
Magically.
Oh.
Well, wait, no. Miv kind of makes a point, not with the crying bit, but if the object is split into multiple parts, would it not be harder for them to pick which part we have to scry on it?
I believe they
Not
will
if they
only
know the part that was missing.
Yeah, I believe they will only know the one that we took.
which being the Rod of Justice.
The one part that Friedrich holds now. I guess that could be trackable, but then again, will it? I'm not sure.
Does scry work across
It does
planes?
It's
it's
Is it
required.
not-
You require it to be on the same plane of existence.
Is it not protected against it in some way? I would assume so.
Yeah,
Since
a
it
powerful
was
item like that might be.
so hard to find.
Yeah, it
How-
must be, because otherwise you could just say, I'm scrying on the middle piece. And you'd be like, oh, it's there.
Hmm.
So we'll say yes.
In the case that it is protected, we don't have really. I don't think we have anything to worry about. I don't think anyone else saw us besides the ones that were stricken down. Well,
The only thing I'll say to that is
there
the
is one
handmaiden.
handmaiden,
Yeah, the Yaklul.
He's dead too.
and there's also the other guy,
Yeah.
the big guy.
When we
Also
kill
dead.
when you kill a demon, they go back to the abyss. So
All
we
except
might have killed
Demon.
her on the material plane, but she's still alive, reforming in the abyss.
Yeah, there's also the big stupid looking guy.
Ian shivers a bit.
But then again, we were all in disguise. Remember?
True, we did look like drow for the most part.
Exactly.
You would at this point. Well, you would see yeah, you'd see Illustrial cast a spell. that I assume Vent recognizes. I'm gonna look at Vent's sheet real quick.
I wouldn't know.
Me recognizes it.
Where is? Yeah. Vent, you immediately recognize it as sending,
Okay.
and about 2 seconds later, there's a pop, and the witch in purple reappears.
Hi, hat lady. Meave waves.
Vent back up against the dais.
Just a step back. Was sudden.
It's gonna be interesting.
Um. Well, if you're going to be waiting a couple days to get while the device is made, there is somewhere else you could go that might be helpful down the road.
To go.
It turns out, after speaking with after speaking with an archfey that owed me, there is a world that Vecna tried ascending on much more recently than the ones we knew. But he was
Artagan
stopped.
fucking owed Tasha a favor.
You could go there and find out how.
Like, what took him so long?
No, how they stopped him.
How
Which
they
world is
stopped
this?
him. The world is called Exandria.
Oh no.
Critical Role.
Yeah, it is canon to the D&D multiverse.
It is canon to the adventure though.
No.
This is a Bean edition.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
How we don't have a spell jammer, and a helm costs 10,000 gold pieces. How we get there?
Well, there's a couple options. One, we are in the City of Doors. Imagine most places you want to go that you could just go through them. At which point, Alestria would say, they're concerned about using the same method of travel more than once. They think that they might be being kept tabs on like we are.
We are marked.
Didn't y'all hide the marks the last time you were here?
I don't remember if we did.
I don't think we did.
I don't
Meave's, it's on the back of Meave's head, so they've probably seen
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
we were pretty upfront on like, hey, we got these things stuck to our hands and the back of our heads.
Yep, that's right.
I think mine's on the back of my neck.
Yeah,
Other
mine's
than
on the
that,
hand.
I do have a spell that could send you there. If you're worried about using the same thing more than once, it's whether you want to... Which one you want to use up, I suppose.
Probably should save a spell jammer for.
Spelljammer is not an option.
Yeah, not an option, but later on when we get a spell jammer, because Meave will.
Eventually.
No sure of himself.
Well, I have to. It's for my circle. In the end, probably should save that for like a difficult place to get to.
Has already been there, so
I'll say you've never heard of this place in any of your circle's stories. So it's probably not close.
Yeah, it's not
By
not
the
a place
Phlogiston.
yeah.
guessing Aiden wouldn't have heard about this either. Like, because
No.
everyone's pretty much just a floating dimensional island.
Yeah, Eberron is very isolated.
It's almost as isolated as Earth is.
Almost.
It might be more isolated. Both of them only have the portals. It's definitely more isolated. Because Earth is still in the Phlogiston, it just doesn't have any routes to it.
Ah, yeah,
and then
that's
also,
right. And you
like,
can't
Earth has
go
a
through the
one-way
Phlogiston to get to Eberron.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Earth
Like-
has a one-way portal, right? Like, you can go to Earth, but you can't leave.
Oh, no, there's lots of doors still between Earth and Toril.
Bermuda
Oh, nice.
Triangle.
There's a few that Eberron can get out on.
One's in Barovia.
Like, there is- One goes to Barovia.
Good luck getting out from there.
There will be no escape. Probably some other ways. I can confirm there are a few ways to Eberron, but it's definitely more isolated than Earth because Earth has ways as well, and
Is in the Phlogiston.
yeah, you just can't take a route, you can't take a current,
You'd
which
have
means
to
it
go
takes a long time.
slow. A generational ship.
Yeah, a generation ship could make it to Earth. Um. Well, there's other ways, probably. Though, I doubt you're wanting to deal with Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Have we? Counted that
Even
before, or is
Meade's
it-
heard of Baba Yaga.
Like, I'm currently running on, like, school brain right now.
I know
so-
Baba Lazaga. I don't know Baba Yaga.
Yeah, let's see here. I mean,
Like, I know the
Vent would have heard of
but
Vent would have heard of Baba Yaga, the mother of all witches.
Yeah, I wonder why I know about that one.
Friedrich would know of Baba Lysaga. And Baba Yaga is
surely Eberron had, at the very least, its own version of Baba Yaga, because the war was almost mostly mages.
yeah, but I mean Baba Yaga is more of a fae thing. Let's think here.
I am
Yeah,
one.
you can make a history check.
No, my own.
Um,
Damn. Yeah. I was really out of it.
sounds a little familiar.
I've been out of the Fae that long?
I mean, it's not the same Feywild.
Yeah.
Um, Meave, you could make a history check if you wanted to as well.
Watch this be a net 20.
Yup.
Meave, you don't know why, but for some reason, you see in your mind a wooden hut on a pair of giant chicken legs teleporting between worlds.
My circle was harassed by a hut that dances on chicken legs once. It's a story that was told to scare us as sproutlings.
Yeah, and I think she flies around in a giant mortar and pestle.
Aiden went from a blank look to just complete confusion.
Friedrich, just as far as he's concerned, you're talking about the same person.
Aiden doesn't know the difference.
Wait, does Baba Lysaga also fly around in a mortar and pestle?
She does, yeah. It's like her magic item, Baba Lyzaga's mortar and pestle.
Oh yeah, that is Lysaga, yep. No, it's Baba Yaga's mortar and pestle. It's the thing in Tasha's.
I promise Lysaga has one too.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Baba Yaga knows a lot about Silosphere, but did not share her knowledge with others.
I didn't like that.
There's a lot of ways of traveling between material planes. Though some are more dangerous than others. You don't have to go there if you don't want. You could wait out the couple days or just start guessing at planes, though that would hamper your wanting to limit the ways in which you travel.
It'll be probably better if we know where we're going. How would we get back if we go to Exandria?
Well, there'd be the doors the same way as using the doors here. There would be... Suppose we could send, spell scroll or magic item with you.
We want to stay under the radar as much as possible. The latter might be the better option. It's more expensive, but it's...
The second option cut out for me.
They
So
could
it's
send a
not-
spell scroll or magic item with you.
Which, if we're looking for safety along this route, that would be the better one. It's more expensive, but it's better.
Yeah, and then also if we find a different way back, we can save it for later.
True.
I mean, Caleb Widowgast has visited Ed of the Greenwood, so maybe we can find him and have him send us home.
Yeah.
Maybe. Man, watch Critical Role at some point. Just stumble across this channel.
Nah. But yeah, if people there defeated him, then we probably should know how they did it, because Well, we're probably going to have to fight him anyways. I don't know how much a rod can do. It is a rod. We could beat him over the head with it, probably. Maybe they had a special technique of doing that.
Bonk of the centuries.
The bonk of the century.
Hello,
Well,
Mr. Sorry.
if we are to try to find someone who knows how to kill him, there's someone that we could try. But then again, I don't know how. You know,
You're not wanting to get out the vampire, are you?
no, not trying to get out anybody, but if we're looking for a way to kill him, right? Again, well, there's one who came as close as any came.
He's
Maybe
a
the
god.
knowledge
How
would
can
be-
you kill a god? What a grand
With
and
the sword.
intoxicating incident.
Maybe that knowledge would be useful, even though I'm not even sure if it would be possible for us to find it.
Honestly, if you can kill a god and it stays dead, it wasn't a god to begin with.
I mean, that's all deities in D&D. You can kill them. Like, though, I guess if people start worshipping them again, they can come back.
Yeah, they're not permanently dead.
I mean, there's some that are. And then 5th edition came around and said, actually, they're alive again, so I guess they're not permanently dead either.
They're alive again
I mean,
because we
Mistral's
only
dead.
used them once more.
Gods.
Mistral's dead.
But even then, she's still kinda around.
And Mistra. Mistra's also dead. The only one that came back was Midnight. And then renamed herself Mistra. To confuse everyone.
Then again,
Yes,
that's
well,
just enough.
I would recommend against trusting him. But if you can find his sword, that might be helpful.
Give me the fucking sword of Cass.
And that's a whole other treasure hunt that I'm not even sure how to begin.
Start for that. If you don't mind me
Technically,
asking.
it's with the Cobalt Soul.
So back to Exandria.
I mean, we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
I mean, out of character, you don't know if that's where I
Like, I'm
have it.
saying this straight out of
Bean
character.
probably doesn't have it there anymore. Anyways,
Look, I'll be honest with you. Having the sword and what the eye, I think, is also on Exandria
no,
in Critical Role canon.
no.
Oh no, they crushed it.
The
It was in the hand, I think.
the sun god,
The
Palor.
Dawnfather.
Palor, he annihilated it with sunlight, which would cause it to reappear somewhere else in the multiverse.
Yep.
So it literally could be anywhere.
Yep.
To Exandria?
Well,
Yeah, we can ask how they bonked him so hard that he died.
I believe that's as good as we're probably gonna get for the next few days. Well, assuming we do have a way back.
And they
Otherwise, they could be a
probably,
little bit longer.
some people there probably have figured out that there's weird stuff happening too in the multiverse, so they would probably also be willing to help.
So? Really suck to be the only ones.
Of course, we'd have to bump into them. A crystal sphere is a big place. There's lots of people in crystal spheres.
There is. There is. There's lots of people in solar systems. Let's go. Actually, some crystal spheres are bigger than solar systems.
Earth's might.
But yeah, how do you want to go there?
We could use like one of the gates here initially to go in, and then use a teleport to get us out.
Now,
I feel like we
if
can use
do
the same
use-
method twice.
I
If we
believe
do
twice
use
is
it-
what was said.
Yeah, so
If
we
we
can
do
use the
use a
same
gate
method
to get there,
to go there and get back.
if
I
we
need
do
to
use a
find
gate
my,
to get there, then we'd be able to use a gate in general again to get to another place, and that would be it. That would be the
True.
two uses that we have of it.
So I will say that Sigil's doors are different, or would be a separate thing from like a portal, like a regular portal, even though it is a portal.
So effectively,
They function separately.
we can use the doors twice.
Yeah, you can't just you can. It's not that you can use each door twice, but
Yeah,
you
the
can use
doors
a
in
single
general.
door twice. Yeah.
But using them to come back, would it count as a second time?
Yes.
Okay.
So we want to try and find as many unique ways between spheres as possible. But
Yeah, and the way that we just came back here, we use it twice, so we cannot use it again ever. This thing.
No. So
I thought that was just like internal sphere stuff is fine, but
We'll use this to come back
you
here
get
and go to Superman.
no. So here's the thing with that, Beck. The outer planes, for the most part, are shared between spheres.
okay.
So it's planar travel is also doing that. This yeah, when they the first time you were here, when they told you that this would take you to Silvery Moon, they said that this portal specifically is protected by Mistra.
Okay.
So you think that this one is probably fine?
Yeah, it's one of the few that we can use multiple times.
Well, to get to Superman, but yes.
Well, Toril in general.
Yeah. All right, that's good to know.
So like
And
a
to-
portal that took you from Avernus to another place on Avernus would be fine, because
Yeah,
that's
okay.
staying on the same plane. Teleporting to a different spot on Exandria would be fine
So
if you're already on
technically,
Exandria.
we haven't really wasted any methods yet.
No.
Correct.
Cool.
Because Simerg also told you that he was able to protect that one time of using the infinite staircase.
Okay,
So you still have the infinite staircase as well.
All right, this doesn't look so bad. Though I do feel like the doors are such a convenient way to go about it, because they connect to everywhere, that we might want to use them when we have no other choice.
Yeah.
So I'll say I mean between the three mages and their contacts they can get to via this one portal, I think it's fair to say that they've been to most material planes. Mordenkainen and Elestrial are definitely planeswalkers. The spell that Tasha's going to use is Dream of the Blue Veil, which would also work for basically any material plane. The doors would work for non-material plane
Dream of the Blue Veil requires someone or an item,
or
magic item.
or an item.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't think that would be a reliable way for us to get places in the future.
I will say with with the three mages resumes and the fact that they can get stuff from Toril from their allies there, they have things from most material planes. I won't say all.
That's if we end up coming back here a lot, which I
Also,
don't
we
know
have
if we
things
will.
from all
Which
the
you will have to do to
material
figure out
planes.
what plane the thing is pulling you to.
Yeah, we won't always have to do that.
Yeah, right. If it's on the same plane, you don't. This is true.
We all have things from a few different planes, material planes.
Yeah, you are all from. Well, three of you are.
I'm from the Phlogiston.
Maybe it's cringe.
Sure. Two of you are.
Maybe it's cringe.
No, it's still three. It's still three. Bucky.
Well, okay. If the
Bucky can give you
GM
tutorial.
if the GM says that the best way is the doors, then
Huh? No,
who am I to say
I
no?
don't know if that's what I said, but
That is 100% what you said, and if we get soft lock, it's your fault.
I mean, I said that the doors can take you to non-material planes. The spell can only take you to material.
Right. Yeah, that's what I initially said, right? We shouldn't use the doors.
Yeah, save the
because they're
doors for later.
very comfortable. Yeah, fuck it.
I'm willing to take Tasha's trip.
I'm not, but I will anyways.
Okay. Does Dream of the Blue Veil require you to be on a material plane when you cast it? Is the only question. Let's look.
I know it takes 8 hours to cast.
No, it takes it does not. It takes 10 minutes to cast. It takes 6 hours of being unconscious.
Oh, that's right. Yep, 6 hours.
Which is unconscious, not asleep, which means it works on elves and half elves. Alright. You have to rain.
Doesn't seem like you have to be on the material.
You do
plane.
not. You do not. Okay. So Tasha would walk straight up to Vent.
The hell? He's trying to hold himself straight.
Just dead, like straight faced, staring you in the eye as she walks forward. But then she'll pull out a the spell scroll. Are you calling Mordenkainen for help?
No, that's
Oh, I just saw Avery's question.
yeah.
Because he walked up, I kind of felt bad. So I'm like, hello, bald man.
You know, the man with the faithful dog. The cool house.
Cool guy with a cool house.
The chest of
The fortified sanctum. The bad
Indeed.
sword.
yeah, the sword. He has a sword, guys.
The sword.
He has a sword.
I mean, let's be honest. Secret chest is a good spell, but it's underused.
Wait, isn't
Uh,
it Lehman's, not Mordenkainen's?
Mordenkainen's oh no, it's Leomund's secret chest. It's Mordenkainen's
What? Private sanctum?
private sanctum is what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, Faithful
Did you
Hound,
teach me
Private
that one?
Sanctum, Mansion, and Sword.
But she will pull out a spell scroll and give it to you.
Thank you.
Well, hope you have something from Toral on you.
Most of my things are for Toro.
And they will give you which one?
My hat of disguises from Toril.
They will all everyone except for Melena go upstairs. Y'all make yourself comfortable on the couch.
Yo,
You have
Like
a
the
nice
corner.
cup of cocoa.
The couch violently tips to one side as Meave sits down.
Oh, the couch doesn't move at
Oh,
all.
it doesn't move. Okay.
It's made
Meave.
out of immovable rods.
This is the max level comfy sofa.
Let's go!
Just
Um,
immediately passes out in it.
Yeah, so they will she'll begin casting the spell. And are you all willing?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Hat Lady
Dude.
hasn't steered us wrong yet.
I'm never willing.
Well, we're going out without Friedrich, guys.
Oh, Friedrich has to stay here.
Friedrich.
Nah, I'm willing. I
Dylan, hope you're
just-
ready to play Trinket next time. Alright. Cast the spell. You all find yourselves falling unconscious. Dreaming.
Of a blue veil.
You've yeah. And we will pick it up there next time. Because you'll have to sleep for 6 hours before you actually teleport.
Well, we get visions of the place before we go.
There's the spell is 7th level. I can still cast it, right? Just by using the
Yes,
scroll.
you have to make an Arcana.
You
check.
have to make an Arcana check.
Yes,
If it fails, we're fucked.
we kind of are.
That's true.
And the first one would have failed. Unless we level
Yeah.
all the way to 13 in there, then I can learn it.
Did you end it already?
I
Don't if you haven't.
I haven't. No.
Okay. Yeah, because I forgot about the visions.
Typing out something I forgot to add to my buddy's sheet.
Before you, a glow begins as you rocket towards an unexpected and incredible sight. An endless permeable tapestry, a tangled lattice of burning divine fire appears before you, writhing and growing as you shoot towards it with incredible speed. You instinctively wince and curl, a promise of impact triggering your need to defend yourself. The dread of the air begins to heat around you, then boom! You impact and pass through harmlessly, the heat fading. You glance over your shoulder to see it gone. You just passed through a giant gate. Dash Matt Mercer before I get arrested. And that's where we'll end it.
There we go.
I mean, I feel like that's the only vision for when you're dreaming to go there.
Maybe like snippets of history.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll pick that up next time.